Hi everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm so glad to have you here with me. The few of you that are here. It's possible the notifications didn't go out. It's also possible that it's just a really absurdly gorgeous Friday afternoon in Philadelphia and everyone's outside, and frankly, I don't even feel bad about that because I went outside for a little bit too. But I'm so glad to have you here with me. If you're new here, go ahead and put your requests for your greater healing, good, and well-being in the chat. We're going to start things off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. And from there, we're going to transition into an incredible Reiki session that I'll send to you wherever you are and whenever you're watching this. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one healing or a distance healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. Linked in the description, along with all my social media and my email newsletter. It's so good to have y'all. Oh, hey, a few of you are popping in. Like I said, if people are out enjoying the beautiful, beautiful evening that we're having, I am not mad about it. So let's dive on in, start building that beautiful grid. Awesome. So as per usual, we are starting out with this mirror here. This helps to deflect any negative energy, and the copper spiral helps to break up any energy blockages. And let's go ahead and try to center this as best we can. There we go. Fantastic. Dell, thank you for being with me all the way from Ireland. And Flower and Little Tree and Chris, it's so good to see y'all. Awesome. So let's go ahead and put in those requests that y'all have. And oh, absolutely, I'll put in some for Lori. I hope Lori is doing well. Lots of love to her too. Cool. Awesome. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So let's do some for Dell, Super 7, Indigo Gabbro. So if you're new here, you can always request specific stones or the general healing vibe that you're looking for. I'm happy to pick some for you if you'd like. Let's see, Super 7, Crazy Lace Garnet, Adventuring, Selenite, Manifestation Quartz, and Clear Quartz. Let's start with some clear quartz. So clear quartz here. Clear quartz helps to amplify the energy of anything around it and any intention that you set with it. So this is definitely an amplifier. It can help with manifestation, which will bring us into manifestation quartz next. It can also stand in for any crystals that you don't have in your collection. So that is clear quartz. Double terminated or double pointed quartz like this. If you place it vertically along your energy line, it can help to align the energy of your chakras and your Sushumna. This is also clear quartz, but specifically this is a manifestation quartz. Think of this as like a birthday candle on the crystal grid for everyone. Go ahead and put anything that you're manifesting into this crystal just by thinking about it, and it'll help kind of boost it up to the heavens. So that's manifestation quartz. Actually, let's put that right in the center. No, I'll end up knocking it over. Let's put it there. Kambaba stone is actually fossilized blue-green blue-green algae. This helps the environment, plants, and crops, and it's also really helpful for connecting with your ancestors and ancestral lands. It helps with learning, especially languages, and it's lovely for courage, confidence, mental focus, and finding errors and patterns in data. So let's go ahead and bring this in. It also can be very helpful when it comes to meditation. So that is Kambaba stone, which is often called Kambaba jasper. Green aventurine helps to expand our vision of who we are and what we're capable of. If you think that, oh, I could never do that, but you have to kind of give it a shot, this will give you a lot of confidence. Also helpful for heart rhythms, allergies, eye problems, and fertility. So it's one that can definitely help you feel like you're capable of more than you tend to think you are. So if you're a little bit low in the confidence realm, green aventurine can be really helpful. Okay, cool. Yep, if we start the grid nice and even, things go well. Okay. Crazy Lace Agate helps with balance and courage, as well as confidence and protection. It helps to balance the heart and solar plexus chakras. The solar plexus is the center of self, personal identity, and prioritizing what's important in your life. It also helps with boosting physical energy and supports healthy skin, eyes, and also helps with speech. This also has a big connection to spider. So if you are phobic of spiders, or if you find that spider is one of your spirit allies, this is a very potent stone for you to work with. So that is Crazy Lace Agate. And garnet is superb when it comes to practicality and thinking about how to make the most of what you have, including your time, your resources, your energy, your money, whatever the case may be. It brings in a lot of creativity. It's like a very Capricorn stone. So whether you're looking at things that you have done for years and you're trying to like make your workflow a little more efficient, or if it's something new and you're trying to figure out the best approach, this is lovely. Also, if you're doing any kind of spring cleaning, this is a lovely stone of organization. And it also helps with courage and strength and balance and grounding. So that is garnet. It is the January birthstone. There we go. Super 7 helps boost every conceivable way that we can connect to spirit in terms of intuition. So whether you read cards or you scry or you do tea leaf readings or you channel, no matter what you're doing, Super 7 can really help. This is also a great stone that helps you to focus on your goals and work towards making your dreams a reality. Wonderful too for strengthening your energy field, for bringing in a sense of inner peace and harmony, as well as healing the earth, and even past life factors and karmic factors that are impacting your overall healing and wellness. So that is Super 7, which is comprised of 7 different minerals. And this was a beautiful gift given to us by Chris. So thank you, Chris. Here we have selenite, and this is such a wonderful stone for things like Reiki practitioners and anyone that's sensitive to energy. This can help to clear our energy field. It can also help to clear the energy of your crystals. So if you're constantly wondering, how do I clean each one? Putting it on a piece of selenite for a couple hours really does the job. This reflects nothing but pure white light, so it helps us to connect with our angels and our guides and generally keep the energy of a space clear. It's so important that I actually keep a piece right beneath the grid for every single stream. Indigo Gabbro also goes by the name Mystic Merlinite. Indigo Gabbro is fantastic for shadow healing, which is when we really look at ourselves and see the ways in which we get in our own way, our own detrimental tendencies, those habits we have that we don't even realize that hold us back. This can help to illuminate those and support us while we make those changes. It's also really helpful for menopause and menstrual pain, as well as intuition, dreams, and remembering dreams, as well as boosting meditation. And it's helpful for, again, those detrimental tendencies, noticing them and helping support you while you make some changes. So that is Indigo Gabbro or Mystic Merlinite. And what you doing there? What you doing there, little Hattie? Oh, you're trying to get a piece of selenite. I see her little paws up like this, just trying to grab a little piece of selenite. Yeah, you want a piece of selenite? I'll find you one. You want one?
You want a piece of selenite? What about this? Hey, you. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, just for you. There you go.
Okay, cool. So thank you, Del. Awesome. Hey, Patty and Key, good to see you. Affirmation Station, wonderful to see you. Yeah, it is gorgeous outside. Absolutely gorgeous outside. Christian, welcome in. Absolutely. I usually go down in order of request, but I'll absolutely bring that in. Let's see. And for Lori. Larimer Rose Quartz Opal. Larimer. Rose Quartz. Ruby Emerald Peacock Ore. Ruby Emerald Peacock Ore. Rhodonite Azurite Lapis. Gotcha. Okay. Let's start with that rose quartz. So rose quartz we're all familiar with the heart center, with unconditional love. This is also a really, in a way, almost underutilized stone when it comes to changing our attitudes around deserving, like deserving love, that we are a divine manifestation of love and that we deserve to be treated well and all of those things. If you are working on shifting your relationship patterns for the better, this can be a really helpful stone. It's also superb if you are just emotionally overwhelmed or depleted. Emerald helps with healing skin and tissue, revitalizing our passions in life, and it also helps the lungs, the whole upper respiratory system. It's wonderful for everything from bronchitis to even like asthma and allergies this time of year. Helpful too for restoring confidence around our appearance, especially those parts of our appearance that we're really sensitive about. Maybe we were picked on about them as a kid, or like our little, confidence Achilles heel, if you will. Ruby helps us with releasing fear and also helping to keep nightmares at bay. Wonderful for fibromyalgia pain, love, and fertility, and helps us to make good decisions as well. It's supportive of confidence, especially confidence in being exactly who we are. And it supports us with leadership skills and management skills. Helps us as well with money stability. If you are looking to create more financial stability in your life, ruby can be really helpful for that. So there we go. That is some beautiful ruby. Larimer helps support us to embrace our spiritual purpose and to have confidence as we bring it forward. This is a stone that allows us to feel that we can innovate and be creative and have new ways of doing things that are spiritual, because spiritual things are always evolving. They have been since our ancestors. This is a stone that helps you to feel empowered to do that and lead your spiritual purpose in your own unique way, while also balancing the ego. So that is Larimer. Lapis is helpful for pain and inflammation and making new career opportunities. It helps with everything that we could generally describe as, what's a good word? Hey, Hattie. Our talk-to-do ratio, our integrity, our follow-through. It helps with things like taking personal responsibility, clear, open, honest communication. It's wonderful for disorganization if you're trying to get more organized in life, and it's wonderful for vertigo, hearing loss, and anything with the inner ear. So that is lapis. Absolutely love working with lapis. There we go. Pink opal helps with renewal, and it also aids in taking our intellect and our conscious mind and integrating that with our spiritual awareness and intuition. Wonderful for any meditation practice or self-healing practice, as well as connecting with spirit realms and the angelic realms when doing any kind of shamanic journeying. Helpful too for the lungs, heart, spleen, and connective tissue, as well as diabetes and hypoglycemia. This can be a lovely stone to work with when you're working around themes of peace and nonviolence, and you're helping to neutralize conflict and have it resolved in a nonviolent way. So that is pink opal. Rhodonite helps with the lungs, especially themes around allergies, asthma, anything autoimmune, all of which are definitely me. It also helps with healing from past emotional abuse, as well as dealing with any kind of deep insecurities. Wonderful too for healing a broken heart so that you can open up to love once again, and for balancing yin and yang in the body. So that is rhodonite. Azurite has become one of our favorites. Azurite is, well, you can see where it gets its name, this beautiful azure blue. This helps with connection to our spiritual self, especially for folks who are new to that experience. It can help with creativity as well as intuition and deep insights. Wonderful for relieving worry and indecision, helping us to connect to our guides and angels and even learn from them. It's wonderful for dissolving obstacles in our path, as well as energy blockages within. Helps to calm your mind, especially if it's racing while you're trying to meditate or do anything spiritual. And it's wonderful for spinal alignment, muscle spasms, and even uncontrolled movements like tics. So that is azurite. And chalcopyrite, or peacock ore, this beautiful stone, another gift from Chris. This is lovely for executive function, high-level planning, management. If garnet sounded like that could be helpful for you, this is really helpful too. This is also really helpful for folks with ADHD and sometimes PTSD, which I actually deal with. This can be helpful for anyone that struggles with that executive function aspect. It's also wonderful for birth, like childbirth, and with rebirth, like kind of launching a new version of yourself. So that is chalcopyrite or peacock ore, and we will work that into the grid when we see kind of how it all comes together. So thank you for being here, Del, and send lots of love to Lori from us for sure. Hey, Paul, it's good to see you. Oh, Cat Stevens. Ah, awesome. Oh, and thank you for the reminder. Yes, hit the like button. Appreciate that. Awesome. So let's see where else we are going. For flower, ooh, those are some good requests. Let's get some celestite, some angelite, some sapphire, definitely some angel energy. So celestite, angelite, sapphire. Super 7's already in there. Green calcite and black tourmaline. Green calcite, black tourmaline. Hattie, are you supervising the grid? Good girl. Black tourmaline helps to keep negative energy at bay, and that can be incredibly helpful when it comes to anyone who's sensitive to energy. Whether you tend to pick up on energy and you're having a hard time creating that boundary, or if you're going into an environment that tends to be really difficult to keep that boundary, this can really help. Especially folks that find it difficult to like be in large crowds or things like that. Black tourmaline is a wonderful thing to tuck in your bag or carry in your pocket. I've also put this around property lines. In one of my apartments in South Philly, I actually crushed some of this up and sewed it into some curtains. It was wonderful. It worked like a charm. So that is black tourmaline. We have some on sale in the crystal shop now because black tourmaline is something everybody can use. Green calcite is my favorite stone for anxiety. This can help with the heart center as well as reassuring, bringing a lot of calm energy, helping us to feel at ease, and also helping to release the physical tension in our bodies that we hold when we're stressed out and anxious. It can help the physical heart, and it's also a really helpful stone when it comes to things like the physical heart. So let's go ahead and bring this in. There we go. So that is green calcite. Sapphire helps with channeling, mediumship. And if you do that work for other people, this can even help you find the best words to describe your impressions to your querent. It's lovely for connecting with your angels. It's an extremely potent stone for that. It also helps with the thyroid, eyes, ears, supports folks with dementia as well as those who care about and care for them. And it helps to call in a sense of speedy justice. It's lovely for envisioning a positive outcome in really challenging times as well. So if you need something to kind of help you hold on to hope in difficult times, sapphire's a wonderful choice. So there we go. Angelite is, as the name would suggest, helpful for connecting with our angels. Also with our spirit guides, it provides a significant amount of really high level spiritual protection. It also helps you feel connected to source, and it's wonderful for enhancing any experience of sound healing. So we'll go ahead and bring in some angelite. Celestite is geologically related to angelite, and it is also a very angelic stone. This helps us to connect to not only our angels, but also our higher wisdom and higher self. It's wonderful for discernment too, especially if you're trying to discern your intuitions, like, is that a fear or is that an intuition? Is that my logic saying that? Is that my emotion saying that? Or is it like psychic guidance? This can help sussing that out. So that is celestite. Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you, Flower. Lots of love to you. Oh, Flower, you finally got warm weather. I'm really happy to hear that. Hey, Maria, good to see you. Allie B, wonderful to see you too. Okay, let's bring in, I'm going to bring in Christian's Obsidian, Little Tree's Tiger Eye, and then I'm going to grab a whole bunch of what Chris has requested. So let's grab that obsidian. And I have a couple kinds of obsidian. So I'm going to start with black obsidian and go to, let's see, let's start with black obsidian and Tiger Eye. And let's see, the vibe of the day I think is more snowflake obsidian. So I'm going to add snowflake obsidian too. So black obsidian is really helpful when it comes to trauma and grief and any kind of really difficult, overwhelming emotions, any kind of shock, whether it's freshly, like acutely just happened, or if it happened a long time ago and it feels really acute. I struggle with PTSD. This is a stone that I find really helpful. It's wonderful too for nervous pets. It is highly protective, wonderful for blocked grief and protection, not only on the spiritual level, but also from words that would cause harm to your reputation, things that are said out of spite, like gossip and slander. And wonderful too for if you have a past that includes domestic violence and you're on a healing path regarding that. This can really help with working through those issues. So that is black obsidian. Snowflake obsidian helps to relieve guilt. It helps to support you when you're struggling with loneliness. And it can, in general, help us to break any really bad habits. Helpful too for general body, mind, and spirit balance, as well as cultivating a sense of hope after any kind of loss. It brings a lot of inner serenity, inner peace, and it can help us anytime we feel overwhelmed or overstimulated. It's helpful too for clairaudience, which is the spiritual guidance that we get from hearing. Like if you hear guidance, snowflake obsidian can help with that. And tiger eye can be really helpful for study, research, and like expansive thinking. So this is a great one for like getting that information together and organizing it and having it not only inspire you to see like the big picture, but also take those big dreams and make them something that could potentially work. And so for that, not only is it good for studying and research, it's great for entrepreneurial work. If you're building a business plan or a marketing plan, tiger eye is superb. It's also really protective on a spiritual level, as well as helping protect against jealousy and envy. Wonderful for courage, strength, inner balance, and just wonderful for just that big picture thinking with the ability to have some grounded action on it, to make things that you're dreaming about more than just a dream, but actually helping you to craft a way to make them a sustainable reality. So that's tiger eye. Awesome. So thank you, Little Tree and Christian. Hope you both are well. Chris, spider is your totem animal? Yep. Crazy lace agate is a lovely stone to work with. Okay, let's see. So let's grab some of Chris's. So let's grab some leopard skin, some rhodochrosite. We already have green aventurine, rose quartz, selenite, and Super 7 in there, as well as sapphire and garnet and ruby in there. Let's bring in some carnelian, some moonstone, and some herkimer, as well as rutilated. So herkimer is a lovely type of, is called Herkimer diamond. It's not an actual diamond, it's actually a clear quartz found in the Herkimer, New York region of the US. And this helps with connection to spirit, as well as boosting anything you're manifesting. It helps us to be in the present moment, which I always feel is the best way to manifest, to like be able to be where you are right now, appreciate everything, and then focus on your next steps. It helps to harmonize unbalanced energy, and it also helps with metabolism as well as relaxation in general. So that is Herkimer diamond. Hattie, you are just loving hanging out over here today, aren't you, my lady? And for those of you that might be new here, we have Hattie the cat. Yes, we do. Are you supervising the grid? Appreciate your support. Rhodochrosite helps with mother-child bonding, as well as healing maternal and mother-type wounds. It's helpful for the heart, circulation, and also telepathy, journeying, channeling, any of that kind of high-level intuitive stuff. Wonderful for connecting with ancestors as well as our deceased animal companions. On a physical level, really helpful for stress headaches and exceptional for asthma. So that is rhodochrosite. So we'll bring that in. Moonstone, as the name would suggest, helps us to connect with the moon and lunar cycles. It's also a really helpful stone in terms of intuition and learning old or ancient spiritual practices, healing practices. It's very protective of travelers and of women, and it can help anyone to better connect with the divine feminine. This is also a great stone for releasing patterns that no longer serve and also attracting love. So we usually use the silver moonstone. Let's go ahead and use this kind of beigey today. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, if you do any kind of moon magic or lunar stuff, full moon, new moon, lovely to work with that. Carnelian helps us with our sacral chakra. That's our energy center that deals most with relationships, sexuality, sensuality, and fertility, but it's also helpful for allergies as well as colds and even wound healing. It's wonderful as well for attracting a love-based relationship and just in general how we relate to people and the world around us. If you're having difficulty relating to others, this can be a really helpful stone. Also, the sacral chakra embodies creativity, so this can be a really helpful stone for creativity as well. So that's carnelian. Leopard skin jasper helps to connect us to our animal guides and guardians, and also helps to support the healing and well-being of our animal companions. This beautiful stone helps us to attract a soulmate type relationship and also supports optimal coordination and balance if that's something you're struggling with, things like vertigo. And yeah, also just a wonderfully beautiful stone as well. So that is leopard skin jasper. So there we go. We'll bring those in. And rutilated quartz. This is rutils, or you might see what looks like almost hair in there. Let me turn that light down so you can see a little bit better. Yeah, like my hands are super pale, so that doesn't help. Okay, so if we look here, you can see what looks like almost like little streaks or spindles or hair in there. Those are rutils. And like we mentioned earlier with clear quartz, it boosts the energy of things around it. Anything going through quartz makes it quite a potent healer. This is thought to help bring focus to the mind and also focus with intent. So if you are looking to create a strong healing intention, this is a great stone. It's also helpful for boosting energy, especially if you've been really run down or really tired, or if you've recently been sick. This is a stone that's often considered a beautiful gift for those with cancer. It's thought to help boost their physical energy when they're dealing with fatigue, and it's thought to help set the intention of, I hope all of those treatments you're getting, that they go to where they're most helpful. And I say this at every stream and at different times, so people are inclined to kind of hear it. But I don't think that anything I do is a replacement for anything else, including modern medicine, herbs, anything. I proudly take medicine. I take antidepressants. I have no shame. You shouldn't either. Use whatever works for you. Don't use anything you don't want to. You are the boss of your own underpants. But I'm happy to offer support in every way I can. Nothing I do contraindicates any other treatment. So bring all of your intentions in your most authentic expression. It doesn't have to be phrased in the positive, though it can be if that's the way you like it. I'm happy to support you in every way I can, but nothing I do is meant to be a replacement for anything else. So let's see. Is there anything else? Ooh, yeah, let's bring in some jade. Jade is sacred to the Mayans and to people of Southeast Asia, especially China. And this is great for general good luck and a positive shift in fortune. Really helpful for making our dreams a reality, working towards those larger goals, and helps to bring a good balance and peace to body, mind, and spirit. Helpful for resourcefulness, confidence, grounding, stress, and empowerment, helping you to feel like you can stand up and go for what you want in life. It also helps with prioritizing yourself. So that is Did I miss one? I did. I missed a leopard skin jasper. There we go. So that is jade, and I'm going to go ahead and put some of that in. Okay. So jade. Okay. And thank you so much for being here. I think we got all, yeah, we did. You're welcome, flower. Oh, you're so welcome, Maria. Ah. Yeah, angels all day. It has been an angelic day for sure. Let's go ahead with affirmation station, angel guidance, and healing my back pain and chakras. Okay, so back pain, we'll bring in some Amazonite, and we've got a lot of the angel stones, but we do have some other ones here too. Let's see. Let's definitely bring in malachite. Malachite will definitely help. We'll bring in chevron amethyst and blue kyanite.
Yeah, is that you? Gertie, how you be? How you been? How you doing? You want to come up? Come on up. Hey, come on up. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, beep, beep, beep. Well, what? You were crying to come up, and now you're like, no, unhand me.
So let's start with some blue kyanite. This can help with understanding spiritual guidance.
Oh, hello. Come on back up. Did you bring me kisses? Nope, you're going to make some biscuits? Oh, yum. Make me some gluten-free biscuits, little kitty.
All right, so this is blue kyanite. This definitely helps with understanding our spiritual guidance, and it helps with just self-acceptance on an extreme level. Helps too with any kind of neurological concerns, especially after things like stroke, anything affecting speech or mobility. It helps with generally making good, healthy changes in life, and it's also helpful for harmonizing like spite and pettiness and kind of like immature expressions of energy. So that is blue kyanite. Chevron amethyst. This can help us to connect to spirit in a really powerful way. It also helps with pain and tension, as well as with degenerative diseases. It's really helpful for tolerance of others and definitely that spiritual connection. If you have channeling or mediumship, or if you want to feel your angels closer to you, this is a lovely stone to do that with. Helps with visionary work, so it's definitely a stone of clairvoyance. So we'll put that here next to the clear quartz. So that is chevron amethyst. Amazonite will be wonderful for back pain. So Amazonite not only helps the spine and spinal nerves, it also helps support the sense of self-respect and helps to boost our ability to recognize a need for self-care, especially for folks who tend not to think of themselves and they're there for everyone else and then realize, oh my goodness, I'm at a deficit, I need some help. Also helps with certain types of neurologic issues. It boosts luck in terms of winnings. and it's very, very calming. So that is Amazonite. And malachite is a wonderfully potent stone of connecting with, definitely with angels, especially the Archangel Raphael. And there's a myriad of healing aspects to this stone. This can help us to process really difficult emotions that are kind of stuck in our heart center, so that we can leave pain in the past and embrace a better future ahead. It's wonderful for inflammation, arthritis, pain, and for supporting the spleen, pancreas, pituitary gland, and liver. Helpful too for insomnia and generally better sleep, as well as depression, anxiety, phobias, especially fear of flying, but definitely connected with Archangel Raphael, the Archangel of physical healing. So let's go ahead and bring some malachite around. Oh, that's really pretty. Awesome. All the best to you, Affirmation Station. Oh, and chakras for chakra balance. We have double terminated quartz, which can be really helpful with chakra balance, as well as chalcopyrite can be helpful for that too. For Patty and Key, red tiger eye, tiger iron.
Yeah, do you want to pick any crystals, little Gertie?
Okay, red tiger eye, tiger iron, prehnite, fuchsite, pyrite. Fluorite, opal's in there. And hydro, aquamarine, desert rose. So let's start there. So let's start with some septarian. This can help with many of the things. Oh, bye-bye, honey. This can help with many of the things that we mentioned along with Indigo Gabbro. This helps us to reflect inward and do some deep personal healing, and even help us with our emotional maturity. It's wonderful for getting vulnerable with ourselves, to take a deep look within, and also helps to understand the causing habits, beliefs, and past pain that are contributing to our behavior and understandings and expectations now. Lovely too for supporting our center of self-identity, for healing wounds, and for control of muscle spasms. So let's go ahead and put one here and one here. Pink kunzite helps with compassion. I always feel very close to the Kuan Yin when I hold this. And it helps with attracting commitment-based love and also healing the heart after any kind of heartache or heartbreak. It's helpful for neuralgia, with chemical sensitivities, especially skin allergies, and with hormone balance. Wonderful for new moms and sleepless babies, as well as even dealing with toxic bosses and toxic work environments. So that is pink kunzite. There we go. Desert rose selenite helps us to make big life changes that involve showing up consistently for some length of time to truly bearing about. And it's wonderful too for relaunching and reinventing ourselves too. Wonderful for perseverance with school and training. It can help with upset stomach, as well as things like acne and eczema. Helps with fighting off viruses, and it's wonderful for men's health as well as the well-being of our animal companions. Helpful too for real estate transactions, especially when we have real estate transactions that involve a lot of paperwork. This can help with that. So that is Desert Rose Selenite. Fluorite is really helpful for relaxation and balancing chaos, essentially. This is like when life is being chaotic all around you and you have little, if any, control over how things are unfolding. Fluorite can really help to bring that balance in. It's wonderful for calming newborns as well as new moms. It helps to bring in just a lot of order and helping you to be the eye of the storm in a sense. So that is fluorite. And yeah, definitely great for relaxation in general. So let's bring that in. And that's true of any fluorite, regardless of color. Anhydro refers to any stone or crystal that has water in it. It formed around water, and it is impossible to see it on this camera, but it is right there in that corner that there's a little bubble of water. And that helps with fluid balance as well as generally sussing out the truth of the matter, being able to be a good judge of credibility of people and of information. Really helpful for releasing destructive emotional patterns. It's helpful for connecting with the past, especially like your family's genealogy and your family's history. And it can also help to make things easier if you're dealing with someone and you have to deal with someone who is kind of difficult to deal with. It can help to make things a little bit easier to keep going with them. So aquamarine is our, speaking of dealing with difficult people, I lovingly call this the Auntie Karen stone. Not auntie as in auntie, but auntie as in let's keep the Karening to a dull roar. This helps to deflect pettiness and the taking out of emotions on other people that, you know, they didn't earn it, but here we're throwing it out there. We all know what we mean by a Karen. You know, I'm sure there's lots of lovely Karens. I know several, but this is for the meme Karen, if you will. Helps with the teeth and gums as well as circulation in the body, and it also helps to call about justice. So that is aquamarine. So let's actually bring this aquamarine in front of malachite. Pyrite helps with the mind and memory, and it can also help us to call in financial abundance. It is fool's gold, which is found near real gold, so it kind of calls in the real stuff. Helps with the body making the most of a Reiki session, boosts intuition while also offering spiritual protection, and it helps during fevers, supports the lungs, and it's also thought to aid with the side effects of radiation treatments. So that is pyrite. Go. Prehnite helps with our connection to spiritual teaching, and it is lovely for facilitating a learning experience or a teaching experience of any kind of spiritual method, especially Reiki. I keep a lot around here because I teach Reiki classes online. This also helps to aid meditation and prophecy, lucid dreaming, any kind of practice of intuitive connection. Really helpful for anemia, gout, the kidneys, and bladder. And it can also help stop a wandering mind, especially if you're doing any kind of meditation or spiritual work. So that is prehnite. Smoky quartz helps with protection and with balancing worry and brings in a big sense of calm and relief. It's very protective, and it's been used since the Middle Ages to protect property from theft. It helps to lift up your spirits and bring you hope when things are really uncertain. And it also helps with flexibility within the body as well as in the mind, so we don't get into a pattern of rigid thinking. Wonderful as well for chronic pain and just transmuting old stuck energy. So that is smoky quartz. There we go. Whoop, there we go. Fuchsite helps with fun and accepting fun and having fun just for the sake of it. If you're somebody like me that has like prominent Capricorn placements and you're constantly like, no, all the things I'm doing, it has to count for work. Fuchsite is the one that reminds you that all work and no play makes a dull Danielle. So there you go. It helps with that fun, childlike expectation in life. It also helps with self-care as well as encouraging just general play. Can also be helpful for sleep as well as spinal alignment. And it's wonderful for carpal tunnel pain as well. So let's go ahead and place some. Let's go here and here. And that is Fuchsite. It also can boost the energy of other stones. Red Tiger Eye is a stone of calling in quick financial abundance, and also really, really protective on the spiritual side of things as well as on the everyday mundane side of things. If you have a coworker that tries to start general trouble, or if it's a family member or someone in your circle, this is one that keeps things like sexism, gaslighting, and general bullying at bay, and can also protect the spiritual equivalent of that. So any kind of negative spiritual work, this can be very protective. So let's go ahead and bring in Red Tiger Eye. And then next we're going to bring in Tiger Iron. So Tiger Iron is hematite with Tiger Eye. Sometimes it also has red jasper. It's a little hard to see the hematite in there, but you can kind of see the reflection of that gray in there. This helps to clear and restore the blood, and it relieves fatigue. It helps to boost energy, and it brings a lot of clarity of thought and emotional balance. It's wonderful for any kind of energy boundaries, like if you tend to take on the troubles and the worry and the pain of others, this can help you with that. It's wonderful for nervous kids as well as nervous animals, and it really boosts creativity quite a bit. Helpful for the root and solar plexus, so that is Tiger Iron. And I think I got them all. Oh, I skipped tree agate and sugilite. Tree agate and sugilite especially is super timely. So sugilite helps us with everything involving the crown chakra, connection to the interconnectedness of everyone and everything. It helps to see that when we put things out into the universe, we put them out into ourselves. This is one that helps us to see that responsibility for what we put into the world. Definitely a stone of worldly peace and spirituality. So that is sugilite. And tree agate is sacred in Ayurveda. That's the sister science to yoga. And this helps to bring balance to the different doshas or body types within the body, and helps with the clearing and balancing of all the energies of the chakras as well as the nadis, which is another part of that same system that involves the energy beyond the chakras moving throughout the body. Think of it as like the Ayurvedic equivalent of meridians in Chinese medicine, similar but different. Also helps with dissolving ego, balance and inner peace, as well as calming the physical nerves as well as emotional nerves. Helps too with releasing and moving on from negative patterns and habits, and lovely for making new connections. And, oh, are you trying to cuddle up under my foot? You totally can if you want to. So that is tree agate. So there we go. Flower. Whoa, you're still wearing sweatpants. I would be, but it's a little warm, so I'm wearing bike shorts. It's the summer equivalent of sweatpants. No judgments here, friend. No judgments here. Hey, Renee, I hope you're well. Still not still. Welcome back. And let's see, where are we going to next? Azurite's in there. Let's bring in some zebra jasper and zoisite. So zebra jasper can be helpful with standing up for yourself in the face of overwhelming stress and helping you to kind of say, all right, this is enough and there has to be a better way to do things. It's also really helpful for breaking through apathy. It's deeply empowering, and it's wonderful for bone disorders, as well as kind of getting out of feeling like you're stuck in a rut and feeling like you can really stand up, make the changes you need to make, even though you are just kind of overwhelmed and being carried away with the flow of things. So that is zebra jasper. Let's see. Let's put these right here and right here. Zoisite helps with seasonal affective disorder, fertility, and also if you tend toward things like procrastination, you're going to love zoisite. This helps us to remove obstacles in our path, including ourselves. If you tend to look at the long list of things to do and go, I'm just not even going to touch that, this is a stone that can help. It also helps with just like facing those challenges and setbacks without getting apathetic or kind of getting bogged down with sluggishness. So let's go ahead and bring in some beautiful zoisite. There we go. There we go. So that is zoisite. Awesome. And azurite's already in there. Paul Clare, you have rats. Can you get some blessings to help them move out of your house and home and on to where they would be better off? Yeah, let's see what we can do about that. I would say black tourmaline is already here. That's helpful. Have a couple ideas there, friend. So one is shungite. This helps to kind of shift energy, especially things like energetic fields that can attract things like mice. There's certain energetic fields that make things like mice and rats and even certain types of insects not want to be there. hopefully this will, you know, help whatever frequencies might be attracting them, hopefully keep them at bay. You may even notice that with certain types of electronics, you could tell that they put off a lot of EMF because they attract things like rodent droppings or even like insect droppings. But this also helps with releasing stress, emotional pain, and energy blocks, and also helps with physical healing and recovery. So that is shungite. So let's do... Let's do shungite right here behind pink opal. Let's bring in some black and white striped agate. This can help with new beginnings. Maybe they'll have new beginnings elsewhere. It can also help with shifting perspectives, endurance, and it's wonderful for after financial setback and like getting financially on a good footing again. Wonderful for clearing and stabilizing energy, especially like your mind and mental state. It helps with inspirations from your guides and spirits. So if your guides and spirit have some good ideas about like how to prevent them from coming in or what is their food source, this can be helpful for that insight. It also helps with perception and logic, which it can be really helpful in thwarting things like animal infestations. But yeah, hopefully those new beginnings for those rodents finding somewhere else to live that isn't your house. Because no, we don't want that. Yeah. Things like where to put things like steel wool to keep them out, things like that can help. And pneumite. This can help protect against lower energies and help protect and keep a sacred space nice and sacred and clear. It's good for keeping a nice, clear, sacred space for everything from your tarot cards to just your home. So this can be lovely. It's also helpful, in addition to that protection, this helps with anything around the veil of the living and the dead, and also helps with, as you see this dark stone with this flash of like silver and gold kind of coming out of it. Anytime we do inner work, anytime that we're doing shadow work, this is meant to show us that when we are honest with the darkest parts of ourselves, that's when we can get the brightest light and greatest wisdom of spirit. So that is pneumite, and that is found in Greenland.
Hey, Gertie, are you helping supervise? Good stuff.
So I hope that helps. Allie B, hello from Yorkshire. Oh, lots of love to you. Purity, allowing love in, feeling you did a good job, twin flame alignment. Yeah, I love that. Mahogany obsidian. I would bring in pink kunzite if I hadn't already. I think we might have all of the love stones. Nope, we have amber. Yeah, I think these will help. These are good ones. So mahogany obsidian helps with releasing perfectionism and allows you to release any feelings of needing approval or reassurance that you've done well. So this can be great for that. Also helps with teeth pain, healing of the gums, as well as carpal tunnel syndrome. It can help skin healing, and it also helps vitality and strength and even meeting goals. So that is mahogany obsidian. So let's see. Where shall we place you? Let's put you right next to, at least for now, next to these guys. There we go. And amber. Amber helps with attracting lasting love. We have all of our good soulmate stones in already, but this definitely helps with attracting lasting love, with softening rigid attitudes and beliefs, including rigid attitudes and beliefs about ourselves. Helps with depression, soothing tooth pain and teething, and also boosts creativity. It's a wonderful stone for releasing negativity while inviting in lots of luck and prosperity. Bring in protection as well. It's also helpful for supporting ultimate mental health and working through any kind of emotional pain as well. So that is amber. So let's go ahead and bring this in. So I hope that that helps, hun. Lots of love to you. Lots of love to you, Allie. Oh, blue chalcopyrite is right here, Del. Ah, frustration for still not still. Absolutely. We have two great stones for frustration. And then I think we'll dive in. So let's see. Frustration, dumortierite, and howlite. So howlite can definitely help with frustration as well as anger and resentment. And on a physical level, this is wonderful for integrity of bones and joints, whether it's a chronic issue or an acute issue, whether it's bone density or healing a fracture, whether it's a joint injury or just chronic issues and pain. This can be incredibly helpful for both. It's we'll bring this in as well. So that is white howlite. One of my favorites for those really difficult emotions like anger and resentment. And next we have dumortierite. Dumortierite is exceptionally helpful for frustration, resentment, anger. It also helps with tidiness. It helps with improving situations that otherwise, excuse me. Sorry, helps with situations that seem otherwise hopeless. With any kind of Uranus transits in your chart, also helps nervous dogs, and also for us if we feel disempowered. This can help us to stand up for ourselves. Wonderful for patience and also healing ligaments and tendons. So that is some beautiful dumortierite. So there we go. I think we have a crystal grid, everyone. Thank you, everyone, so much for being here. It's an honor and a privilege always. Muscular pain. Yeah, we've got a lot of good ones for muscular pain. We've got septarian, azurite, and septarian, azurite, and malachite can be really good for that. But let's see what else I have too. let's bring in some serpentine in addition to what's there. So serpentine, also muscle pain to somewhat howlite as well. Serpentine can help with diabetes and hypoglycemia and can also help with calcium and magnesium deficiencies and imbalances. Definitely helps with muscle pain and aches as well as muscle weakness, and it's lovely for rashes, eczema. It's also thought supportive for folks with dementia as well as those who love and care about them, and for trance meditation as well. So that is Septarian. So let's go ahead and make some space for Septarian. Let's work it in here, and here, and and there. Awesome. But you're digging veggies out of the garden. That's a good thing. Ooh, yeah, definitely hit that like button if you haven't already. So we're going to do that thing that we do at this point in the stream where I'm going to explain what Reiki is, a little of how it works, and then how to make the most of your session. And then we're going to get into the Reiki. So to help me lift the energy of where you're at, and because we're all interconnected, the energy that we'll all be sharing, go ahead and just take a moment and think of everything that you're grateful for. And then out of what you're grateful for, whatever you feel like sharing in the chat, go ahead, click that live chat button, enter it into the description to the chat. And thank you so much for being here. So yeah, so let's go ahead, let's chat about what the Reiki is and then get into the healing. So, as you may have heard at the beginning, my name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. And if you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's listed in the description below along with all my social media and my email newsletter. So what is Reiki? Well, Reiki has become more or less a catch-all term for energy healing in the West, but specifically I work with what's known as Usui Reiki. This particular technique was created by Mikao Usui in the early 1920s of Japan during a time where teaching anything that could even be misconstrued as religious or from a religion was strictly banned, and there were really, really significant consequences for doing so. So this particular method is deeply, deeply spiritual, but it's completely secular. And I feel like that's why it harmonizes with us so much in the West. So the concept of energy at the foundation of Usui's system comes to us from Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan that still very much flavors society and culture in Japan today. And this understanding of energy comes from this understanding that spirit, in this case, however you define it, is flowing through all of us, and all of us are interconnected, and that this spiritually guided soul energy, as Reiki literally translates to, supports all of us, whether or not we even realize it's there, and supports our body, mind, and spirit to come into the greatest harmony and peace, and even helps us with our day-to-day resilience and healing. So to connect to the Reiki that I'm going to send to all of you today, all you need to do is be open to it. And by being here, you already are. So you don't need to do anything. You don't have to focus on anything. You don't need to keep your mind silent. You can if you want to. But generally, I suggest that you find a nice comfy spot to sit or lay down and just go ahead and give in and relax if you can. You can close your eyes and even take a nap if you like, but you can also integrate this with anything else that feels good for you. So if you want to do some yoga or some movement, if you want to journal or put some cards down for yourself or anything else that feels important, even meditation right now, that's all welcome too. There is no wrong way to enjoy your Reiki session. I will send this healing to you for 25 minutes, during which time I will turn the lights down. They will move slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I will turn the music up if you would like to check out our musical creator. She's linked at the bottom of the description. And to anyone who's supported the channel in any way through contributions to the links in the description, through super chats, super stickers, purchasing crystals, signing up for sessions or readings, or signing up for classes, thank you. That's one of the things that it allows us to do, is actually purchase music from an actual musician to play here on our live stream. So thank you. So during the session, you may feel some physical sensations. You may have some emotions rise up or get released. You may also experience some really beautiful mental clarity, some ability to think some things through, some spiritual insights or intuitions or revelations. You may also have a lovely, lovely nap. At any point, if you feel distracted or if you want to go a little deeper into the session, you're welcome and invited to simply take a deep breath in and out so you can sink right back into the session. But you can also get up, grab that blanket, that cup of tea, whatever feels right for you today. So thank you so much for being here. It is an honor and a privilege always to share this healing with all of you. So thank you. And I am here 5 times a week live to share this healing with all of you. The good news too is that Reiki is not limited by my human limitations. This healing and this energy is available to you whenever you happen to be watching this live stream. So if you ever need some Reiki and I'm not live, go ahead and check out the past healing live stream playlist, or just click the live button and grab any recent stream. Go ahead and enjoy it, even skip ahead to the Reiki if you need to, and just go ahead and feel the healing whenever it works for you. So thanks again for being here. It's an honor and a privilege. Let's get into the healing, but first let's take a closer look at that beautiful grid that all of you inspired. Ooh, really pretty, everyone. Let's see. I feel like the center is missing something. I know what. So this is a crystal sphere, and carved into it, hand carved into it, is this beautiful 2 fish. So there's the eye of the fish, the scales, and its tail leading into, hey Renee, leading into another fish. The 2 fish in Chinese energy is seen as the balance. It's like the yin and the yang. That actually depicts the 2 fish, the balance and harmony of movement, and one giving way to the next. So this hand-carved bead really represents that balance and continuity and movement of energy. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to place it right here in the middle. There we go. Awesome. It's wonderful to have y'all here. Thank you so much. I'll send this for 25 minutes. At the end, you'll hear my voice come back in. I'll invite you to take a deep breath in and out, slowly come back. And at that point in time, I'll be able to re-engage with you in chat, answering any questions and even hearing out any impressions. And it's Friday, so I will be back again at 8 p.m. East Coast US 8 p.m. East Coast US time with even more healing just like we did. So feel free to join me again. Also, I'll be back on Sunday at 8 p.m. East Coast US time. Oh, thank you, Bliss Brain. I appreciate you too. Thank you. So good to see you. Oh, you want to add some blue chalcedony? Yeah, I'll definitely get that because we had a little bit of a late start today. All of us were a little bit late. So I'm going to bring in some blue chalcedony. And I'm going to actually have to look up again what this has to do with. Chalcedony really means quartz that we cannot see through. It's not transparent. So we'll bring that in. Let me look that up in. Sorry. Let me look that up in Love is in the Earth, A Kaleidoscope of Crystals by Melody. Actually, wait, is this the one? Let's see. Yeah, we usually read from another book. Let's read from this one today. So, chalcedony, which is sometimes pronounced chalcedony. This is considered, let's see, sacred to the indigenous people of North America, promoting stability in ceremonies. Provides a pathway for receiving thought transmission. Balancing energy of body, mind, emotions, and spirit. Encouraging brotherhood among all. It symbolizes benevolence and goodwill. Nurturing energy. Alleviates hostility, irritability, and melancholy, and encourages generosity. Sorry. Can be used to improve assimilation of minerals and combat the buildup of minerals in the veins. Thought to support healing and support for dementia, those with dementia and those who love and care about them. And to increase mental stability. Cool. Oh, blue chalcopyrite. Oh, okay, that's what you meant. Okay, no worries. Oh, absolutely. No, it's all good. Okay, so everybody go ahead, get nice and comfy. I'm going to start the session, so go ahead and enjoy, and I'll see you all in about 25 minutes. invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. Move your fingers and toes. If you have any questions or anything to share, go ahead and use the chat. And of course, I'll be back in just about 2 hours to do another grid just for all of you. You're welcome, Flower. Thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate all of you so much, and thank you to everyone who helped inspire the grid with all of your intentions. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here with an abundance of gratitude for all of you. Oh, of course, Chris. And I'll be back in a couple hours. I'll also be back as usual Sunday at 8 p.m. East Coast US time. Oh, beautiful, Dell. May we all walk in beauty indeed. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and have myself some dinner. I'll see y'all again soon. Take care and bye for now.